Hello, welcome to Lead Podcast.
Two girls, one voice.
Thank you guys for joining us today. We're going to have a more casual podcast today, as you can tell. The first three, so it was an intro, my interview, Yvonne's interview, and now this is going to be casual. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. We've had some really nice comments sent to us individually, like through our other socials, but we'd love to have you share those on our YouTube, of course. You know that always goes a long way, so if you can share that on there, we love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're enjoying the ride for sure. So
definitely.
Again, I'm your host, Daily Corona, and my co-host,
Yvonne Quesada.
So thank you guys for being here with us. Today is our fourth podcast. Yeah. So that's exciting. I was telling Yvonne, I was like, wait, I'm going to tell you something at the podcast instead. So I'm going to tell you now.
Okay, tell me.
So there's this thing that I heard. So we were talking about last episode that Yvonne had like this breakup and she touched a little bit on that. And then today we were having a kind of a conversation about it again.
Right.
And what I wanted to share, because she is a healed woman and we are grateful to the Lord for that, very much needed. And so when she was telling me, I was like, preach, say it to those in the back, because healing is beautiful. And I'm so happy that she seems like she's healed right now, right away. And it almost seems like, wait, is it that fast? But no, I think she's put in the work.
I have.
Now that this thing happened, her mind already knows how to rewire things. So good job for you.
Yeah.
But
it is.
This said ex-boyfriend, he ended up wanting back all the gifts he gave her. And she, maybe when we'll share pictures about it, maybe. Yeah. But we're going to show that picture. So Bon, she piled up everything. It was a lot of stuff. 2 years worth.
2 years worth.
So I was listening to this podcast sometime this week. And it was just completely random. And it was like a testimony that this girl was giving. And I guess like her husband was, they didn't consummate the marriage. So then she was like, what is holding us from wanting to do that? Like she felt something weird. Okay. Something was off. Turns out he was sleeping with his sister. And they had been doing that for years. So then he couldn't like be with her. And like spiritually, she felt something off.
Wow.
So why do I mention that? What does that have to do with anything?
Right.
She said something that then right now when you were talking about like, wow, I feel so good. I don't feel guilty. Like none of it was my fault. There was nothing I could do.
Right.
I was like, yes. And the fact that you got rid of everything and you gave everything back to him, she said, we make soul ties with people, even if they're not our soulmates, like who we're supposed to be with. Why? So she's like, we invest time in each other. We gift each other things. So the fact that you got rid of everything, you have no tie to him anymore.
Right.
So that's beautiful. It was a huge blessing in disguise. And then like, I guess the way she was saying it from like a spiritual perspective, there's nothing that you have that could like linger some weird spiritual, like, I don't know, like just some spirit work, or I don't know what to call it.
Okay.
You have no idea what that relationship was going to leave lingering with you and your son. And the fact that you got rid of everything was like maybe God's way of protecting you from not holding anything back.
Right.
From not keeping anything from him. You had like a cleanse. Not only a material cleanse, but a spiritual cleanse. And for all you know, what if that's why you were able to like decompress and understand things the way that you do now?
Maybe. Well, it definitely was a combination a lot. Like you said, therapy. I mean, that's huge. Now that I was able to kind of break down things and understand it from different points of view. And just to point out there, it was a hard process. Like, I think I spent 3 days pondering on that and just thinking of like whether I should or not, But in talking to one of like couple of my closest friends, I kind of got that motivation of just like, you know what, mind you, this guy, he was asking for certain things and he wasn't asking for everything.
Okay. But you said, be gone with him.
Yeah. So I'm like, and maybe that could be a topic of itself. Como what are the thoughts on like cuando quiebras con alguien, regresan las cosas, te las quedas? ¿Qué piensas en cuando te las piden? Like, is that something que Does that happen? Is that normal? Is that okay? No sé, pero este muchacho sí me los pidió. Like, I had hard mixed feelings about it. Pero
I'm just gonna.
cuando
If my mouth is full, no puedo hablar.
Cuando ya terminé con el proceso, like, dije, ¿sabes qué? Let's do it. Y tomé como 3 horas ese domingo. And ustedes se van a acordar, creo que fue en el segundo podcast que hicimos.
Okay,
Sí,
yeah.
fue tu interview donde dijo Daily, remember this, porque ese domingo, antes de venir aquí a la casa de Daily, duré toda esa mañana sacando absolutamente todo.
Y llorando.
No, tenía mi cara hinchada.
Honestly, no se notó.
It was like,
it
was hard. Era muy duro. Saqué de todos los rincones y como tú dijiste, sí era mucho porque este muchacho sí
That
era.
was like his love language.
Yeah, era muy dador. Como cada día era algo nuevo con él.
Déjame te doy el mundo.
Hice como tú dijiste, I made a cleanse of my whole entire house. Y algo que hice porque habían cosas que me dolían el alma, que dije, oye, le agarraba, claro que le agarré tanto cariño a algunas bolsas, a algunas cosas que me había dado, como la
Todo
tele.
Todo materiales que están muy caros.
Yo lo necesitaba. No, pero sí me compré, o sea, le regresé todo lo que me él dio, pero sí me compré algunas cosas.
¿Por qué no le pediste que te regresara lo tuyo?
¿Sabes qué?
Todavía hay tiempo en la vida.
¿Sabes
Pídeselo.
Mira, vamos paso por paso. Siento que eso no se hace.
Claro.
Mira, o sea, si yo te doy algo, es porque te lo estoy dando de corazón. No, esa es mi No, amiga.
Gosh.
No, así, bueno. Those are my thoughts, my very humble thoughts on that. Yo no sé, por favor, comment.
Please.
¿Qué piensan de esto? ¿Qué piensan de
esto?
Lo
han hecho, come on. Hay unos tóxicos y tóxicas.
Yo siento que si tú me regalas algo, o sea, ya es mío. No hay por qué tú me lo quites, aunque ya no me quieras hablar, aunque seamos enemigos. Me lo regalaste en un momento que teníamos ese cariño.
Yeah.
Y yo, I stand by that, so si yo te llego a dar algo y ya no nos hablamos, nunca te lo voy a pedir, nunca.
Y sabes, aparte, like what we were saying, what I was like tying it back to the spiritual thing, I honestly and truthfully believe that everything is a spiritual battle. You get sick, there's a spiritual battle there.
Yeah.
You're down, there's a spiritual battle there. Everything is a battle. The Bible says that you're not fighting against human flesh. It's against principalities, spirits.
Right.
We don't know how they work.
Right.
So I think that, yes, I was just being funny, but well, there's a little bit of truth to it, but whatever. But I think that you not getting the stuff back, good, because you don't know what spiritual stuff belongs and is attached to that. So even though it was given to you with love and all of that, like, you don't know. So
and
es
now,
mejor deshacerte.
Thank God, I felt
good
like I did this whole cleaning of my house, just of all his presents, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, then, like, from a non-spiritual point of view, you don't have the constant reminders of, and now, like, that you've healed, it's like, ahora tal vez lo vieras and you'd feel like mad. Like, oh, let me just throw it away.
Sí.
So, mejor él lo puede vender, puede agarrar dinero.
Sí, exactamente. Pero, sí, era algo muy duro de procesar. Y no, es que, o sea, sí, pero yo no entiendo cómo alguien te puede pedir cosas que a algún punto te regaló. But anyways, sí.
Yo tuve un noviecito y yo le regresé yo no uso joyería.
Okay.
But he gave me like a cute little necklace, and I remember it was so cute. It was like when we were teenagers. We'll talk about it, because that relationship was a trauma for me. I don't care that it was like 20 years ago, but it was traumatic.
Okay.
But it was like, it was cute the way like he low-key asked me like what I would like and prefer, and then he got me a little necklace. And it was like a little heart with the diamond in the middle. And I was like 15. I was in 9th grade.
Okay.
And it was cute. And we broke up. I'm all dramatic. Here's your stuff. So I gave it to him. And then after I was like, girl, I could have pawned it. at the pawn shop, maybe they would give me $50 because you know how they rip you off, but something.
Right.
So I could have bought myself what? An ice cream?
Right.
I don't know, something. So, but anyway, so that was that's what I wanted to tell you. But everything's a spiritual battle.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got rid of it, and I'm glad there's no lingering spirit, emotion, nothing.
Y las cosas que sí me gustaron que él me regaló, como te estaba diciendo, me las volví a comprar en Amazon. So,
period.
I'm happy.
Period, because she is a grown, independent woman. No, but God has been really good to you.
Yeah, He has.
And I'm grateful to God that He's protected you. He's been with you. He's giving you raises.
Amen.
And He's giving you the job that you needed.
Amen.
To provide the life that you like and the life that you need to give to your son.
Sí.
They're two different things. And God is so loving that He gives you what you want and also what you need.
Como dice una tía, siento que Dios me tiene muy consentida.
Yeah.
Muy consentida. He pasado por momentos muy difíciles, pero en todos esos momentos, como todos, ¿no? Todos hemos pasado por cosas, siempre he visto la mano de Dios. Y a lo mejor ahorita o en otro episodio hablamos de esos testimonios donde realmente, like, girl, a mí nomás me faltó ver la cara de Dios.
Yeah.
Porque la mano de Dios la vi fuertemente.
Yeah. So there's this theory that's called the 3 love theory. And you can look it up and tell us like exactly, but...
Wait, ¿cómo se llama?
3 love theory.
3 love theory.
So la idea es de que tienes 3 amores en tu vida.
3 love.
The first love is your puppy love. And it's the one where you first learn how to love, what that means. And it's like, it hurts and all that. But the second love, they say, is the one that hurts the most. And it's like where you learn all your, like who you are, your boundaries, what you're never going to go through, what you do want. And the third one is the final 3rd time's the charm. Distance. The one that you like, you already grew, you know what you want, don't want, and what you'll accept, and you love yourself. And the third one's the one.
Ooh,
so, do you think that's true for you?
Oh man, I think I would have to think about this a little bit. Mind you.
A ver, what does it say?
You pretty much explained all those 3. Es prácticamente lo que dijiste.
Yeah. The third love arises unexpectedly, often with someone who doesn't fit your type. It feels effortless, comfortable, and is built on mutual deep acceptance.
And that's your first one?
No, that's the third one. The first one is puppy love.
Puppy love.
Occurs in high school or young adulthood. It feels like a fairy tale or movie. The second one is the most painful and complex.
Dang.
It's characterized by highs, lows, teaching lessons, self-preservation, betrayal.
Holy cow.
And like lessons on what you really want in a partner. And the third one arrives out of nowhere. It just fits perfectly. It's not your type. It's effortless. It's comfortable. It's beautiful.
Okay.
So, do you think?
Yeah, I could think.
Who was the first? High school. So for me, I always call him Kaka, but that's his name. Okay. Because that was like the nickname I gave so that like people wouldn't know I'm talking, so that's his name. Your face. Oh Lord. So that's his name.
Okay.
So I was, I think, like 15.
Okay.
And I've always been really like, I've always had walls up for everything.
Okay.
And like I mentioned before, I was the ugly duckling in my friend group. So then for me, I just felt, I don't know, shout out to my ugly ducklings. You guys know what it feels like, okay? Just comment down below what that feels like. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you just feel like you're not good enough.
Right.
Like, like, do you really like me? And then I had some weird instances with friends. But anyway, so I finally decided, like, I'm just going to, like, let this happen. And then he had dated one of my friends. And then he started, like, echándome los perros, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, boy, you were like with my friend. What are you talking about?
Okay.
And we weren't like BFFs, but we were friends. We were friends in our friend group. We'd hang out. We'd ditch together. We did the whole 9, right? And I was like, I don't know. And I don't know why. I like looking back, I shouldn't have even done that because I don't date my friends for boyfriends, you know, like that's weird.
Right.
But I was a kid. And I think it was the ugly duckling syndrome in me that was like, wow, somebody wants me, you know?
Right.
I think that's what it was. But anyways, I asked her. And what is she going to say? What is she going to say? Well, no, I think that's messed.
Right.
She's going to be like, no, like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I don't, maybe, maybe we'll ask her someday. Because I kind of talked to her, like I'll say hi, and I've seen her in Albuquerque, oddly enough. But I've never seen her in Santa Fe. I never see people in Santa Fe or my hometown, but I see people elsewhere.
Right here.
But anyway, going back to the story. So he was so freaking cute. He would walk me to class. I mean, mind you, this is your little kid self, but still, he was so cute. Okay. He would write little love notes, and you know how like you like hold each other like this before class, and he has his hands in my pockets, I have mine in his, and he would leave me a little note. And it would like, te quiero mucho, mi amor. Like stupid little cursi things. Y yo nunca he sido cursi, but that was my first introduction. And I just let it go, and I was like, oh my God, so cute. Right? So it was cute. And that was my puppy love. I had never loved somebody like that. And so for me, I don't think this applies to me because I feel like he was my biggest heartbreak too. Like it was puppy love and it hurt, but that hurt me so bad. Like I was depressed for like 8 months. And I'm not a depressed type of girl. Like I'm a very happy, bubbly, crazy. And so I remember like I can't be at home. And especially when I was young, now I've calmed down, but I was very like spontaneous and let's go out and let's go to the football game and let's go to this and that. And I didn't want to go out. And so I remember one of my friends at the time, she was like, no, let's go to this football game or whatever. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Like, that wasn't like me. And she's like, I remember she bribed me. I think she told me she would like give me chocolate and something else. Oh my God. I was like, fine, you know? So we ended up going out. We went to the little high school football game. Okay. But I was depressed beyond all measure. So for me, that I feel like it's not true for me. Okay. Because then I had another boyfriend after that, and poor thing, he was so sweet, but I think it was like my rebound type thing, you know? And that was hard because I don't want to throw shade on him either because he was great. He was so sweet. We were young little kids. And he really liked me, and that was hard. I remember when I broke up with him, I cried.
And this was still in high school?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I remember I cried and I was like, I'm sorry. It's just like, you know, we're not a good fit.
Right.
And then after high school is when or my senior year is when I met my husband. And we'll talk about that love story later. But we broke up. We were a little toxic at the beginning, right? We would make up. But that never hurt me like that first one. Nothing ever hurt me like that. Damn. So for me, it was really bad, that first one. I remember I'd be at church and I would be like leaning on my mom, and I'm not like that. So I'm not cursi, I'm not cuddly, especially with my mom because she's like all awkward about it. But I would just cry. And I remember my sisters even told me, Marisol was like, she's like, I forgot exactly, but I remember it was along the lines of like, I've never seen you this like down, like this weak. And I was like, because I wasn't. I'm always like strong and happy and loud even when I don't feel it. And I literally couldn't. I think it was because I'm a kid and I didn't know how to navigate that.
Your emotions.
It was like, and then he like cheated on me with like a friend that I've known since like 3rd grade. Ouch. And then it was just a lot. It was like, and then I remember.
Oh, no.
Drama. So I was walking down the steps, right? Okay. Santa Fe High School, if everybody knows, it's like by the main office. I was walking down the steps, and then I was like, and I knew I was being dramatic. Like in my head, I wanted the movie scene, you know? And I was like, I'm going to turn around, and he's not going to be there anymore.
Oh my God. Girl.
I can't stand myself sometimes. And then I turned around and he wasn't there.
Of course. Of course he wasn't.
He was a senior and he had gone home. And then I like made myself even feel more sorry for myself. And there was 2 friends at the bottom waiting for me, and I was like, And then, yeah, anyways, we'll talk about that story another time. But that was so dramatic. So for me, it's not true. And then I've been with my husband since. And we've had our breakups and makeups and stuff. But I feel like we kind of were talking about that the other day. I was like, can I talk about it? Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
And I was just like, I feel like each time that I've gotten back with him, I fall in love with him again.
Wow.
And definitely this season, I think it's a lot different and it's been a lot more challenging than I anticipated or than we anticipated.
Right.
Especially I think with his job, I think that adds a lot to the challenges.
Wow.
But I feel like each time we grow in like a different way. And like we mature a little bit too, and we all have our own traumas that we have to deal with each other. Right. So yeah, so it doesn't apply to me. Does it apply to you?
You don't think the whole theory of like the puppy, the second and the third, nada.
No, because technically he would have been my second love and it didn't hurt me like the first one. My puppy love was the worst thing in the entire universe. I was not depressed like that with Jose when we broke up.
Really?
I was sad, but I was not depressed. Remember? We were friends.
No,
like the second time around.
I remember.
And I was like, okay, let's go out. Let's hang out with our friends.
Well, so side note, when you guys did break up es cuando te viniste a vivir conmigo. Y estabas viviendo conmigo cuando comenzaste otra vez a hablar con Jose. Yeah. Yeah. And that's when we kind of had our mini fight.
We had a good time. But I think it was, I mean, everything works together for good for those who love the Lord. So, like, we could see it as it was good. I think we needed to go get apart to come back to see if that's something we really wanted. Because sometimes you're like, me estoy aferrando. But we broke up for a while. It wasn't like a week. It was like, I think.
It was months.
A couple months. So it's like, that's enough time to be like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. And I was doing my thing. He was doing his thing.
Yeah, you were.
So it's like, it's enough time to like know if you're like just aferrándote to something or if it's like, no, I me voy a aferrar, but it's because I like him. Like I always left the door open and so did he,
Yeah.
Type of thing. So what about you? 3 love theory.
I don't know that I was thinking about it. I don't think it applies to me either.
No, darn.
Well, okay.
We're so unique.
Wait. Porque I have a lot of questions. So, puppy love. Because this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Oh. ¿Tú crees que it's like your first love?
Yeah.
Your first love.
Tu primer amor.
Que nunca olvidas.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Primer amor, like cuando estabas chiquita y te enamoraste con alguien. Y fue lo más lindo, precioso, perfecto, hasta que no.
Okay.
Y puede ser de niña or a young adult. Because sometimes
creo que sí. Creo que, like, yo diría que sí. Como a los 18, 19, creo que conocí, like, my first love. My second, ¿cómo se llama?
It's the one that, like, destroys you.
Sí.
And you, like, really learn, like, no. I'm not going to do this.
The lesson. The lesson love.
The lesson one.
We all know who that is.
Name it.
In my life. So definitely that lesson lasted 6 years?
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, no, to be fair, like you were gaslit, right? And at the beginning it was beautiful.
Por eso
so maybe like the last 2 years?
Yeah. Was the last 2
but that relationship nonetheless is where you learned.
Como 4 años de
beautiful.
De crecer.
De ciega.
Pues realmente pensé que con él era el que me iba a quedar for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So, a los últimos 2 años, like, they really went downhill. But that was my lesson. Y creo
This was the second lesson?
No, girl. El tercero que es the third love, creo que ese sí no lo he conocido.
Yeah.
Creo que ahí estoy en the phase. Pensé
This last one was a stepping stone.
Pensé que sí, pero no.
Pero no te dolió and you still had something. Yeah. Because I had a set, like for me, it was the first one and it was my 2-in-1. Yeah. And then I had a little boyfriend and then I did something. And then I did it Jose.
Sí, so, anyway. A lo mejor medio aplica y medio no.
God bless Yvonne. And you're in your third, you're going to find your third love soon. I just know it. Okay. Now we have a 3 meeting theory. Look that one up.
3 meeting?
I'm not going to explain it right.
No.
Yeah, the 3 meetings. So we're done with the 3 love. Now the 3 meeting theory.
3.
Or I guess while you look for that one, Since we ended, the 3 love theory ends on, you're the one that you were thinking about, or the one.
True love.
But what about the one that got away?
Oh.
Like, what if maybe you right person, wrong time, or you just couldn't love them like that, but they would have been good for you or something?
I definitely have that one.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say.
Describe them. Do I know him? All them. It could be a girl.
Of course you know him because you know all my past. And
13 years, but I don't know.
Well, girl.
Okay. Explain it so I could guess.
So, para aclarar, I didn't date. ¿A qué edad empezaste a noviar?
That's another story.
No, nomás dime la edad.
12.
Dang!
I thought I was 18. I thought I was the oldest girl in the world, and I was never going to get a boyfriend because I was the ugly duckling. And my friends had boyfriends way before me, and 3 at a time. And I was like, I'm so ugly, I can't even have fun. I was 12, girl. Relax about it. I wish I could go back and hit her.
How old are you when you're in... I must have been 16, 17.
Okay.
When I had a friendship kind of situation. We were never official, pero fue mi primer
crush.
Amigo especial. Así le decíamos amigo especial porque, mind you,
that sounds like friends with benefits, mama.
Pero esto was in that institution de Navojoa.
Oh, peor.
So, no éramos como we never made it official, pero éramos.
So then how am I supposed to know him?
No, yo nomás la pregunta era ¿a qué edad empezaste? Yo nomás estoy diciendo, yo empecé, pero no era nada oficial. Oficial, yo empecé a los 18 años y tú ya me conocías.
Okay, but who was the one that got away?
Oh.
Just describe it.
Describe how my situation was?
Yeah, why you think, yeah.
Siento porque era un amor puro. Era un amor muy bonito. Era alguien que hasta la fecha no me arrepiento de haber conocido.
Okay.
Y siempre me vi con él. Siempre. Pero definitivamente los dos sabíamos que no éramos para el uno al otro. So,
okay. Right situation, wrong person? Or what was it?
I don't know what it was, to be honest.
You just, the idea of the relationship was cute, but you guys weren't meant for each other?
Algo así.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know who.
Of course,
and for me, it was it was always, because I dated really young. Now in hindsight, I was a kid.
You were a kid.
But as a kid that age, I'm telling you.
A los 12 años
I'm sorry to say it, but
Barbies.
I know I keep saying I was ugly. I was. So my friends were hot, and they had all the boyfriends, and I never had one. And I was 12. But I don't know what we were doing dating. I don't know what we were doing as little girls. Yeah. And they had a couple boyfriends at a time, or they had one that was long. And I'm like, how do you have a boyfriend at 12?
Yeah. How?
What are you, in 6th grade,
Yeah.
Anyways, so had this one little boyfriend, and he was 3 years, maybe 4 years older than me. And he me amaba bonito. Él me amaba muy bonito, muy puro, muy lindo. But I just couldn't love him back like that, And he became a really good, we stayed in touch until high school. And we were just he moved to the States and everything because he was from Mexico. And he moved to the States, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I was like, I'm so sorry. I just don't love you like that. And it hurt my heart. Have you had those breakups where you break up with somebody and then it hurts you because you hurt them?
Yeah.
So I remember I was over here all crying when I'm breaking up with him. But it was just, he was so sweet. But he deserved better. Mm-hmm. He deserved somebody that could love him, that could give him everything the way he wanted.
Yeah.
And then we stayed friends. We stayed in touch, and he would call, and we would just nos hablábamos muy como compas.
Okay.
Just talk crap, and he would talk crap to my mom, and he would just talk just funny, just dumb, know?
Okay.
And then he got in a relationship, and we stopped talking, and it was so weird. It felt like a friendship breakup. Because she I think he told, so dumb. I think he told her how we met or something.
Okay.
Unless she's just a toxica. But I'm pretty sure, because he was very open, I'm pretty sure he told her that he came here to be with me, even though we were like kids. But he loved me,
Right.
And I think that I would not take that well either, in her defense, right? And then to know that we were still talking, but it wasn't like that.
Right.
We were just friends.
Right.
Anyways, but he was so sweet. I hope he's doing well. He was so cool. He was just like, I have this other friend. Remember my other friend from Santa Fe that I've known since high school?
Yeah.
How him and I just like get along. Haz de cuenta. But because we had a little kid relationship, I think it makes it different,
Okay.
But yeah, that was probably the one that got away. But I just couldn't love him back.
Gotcha.
So I was like, you deserve better, baby. Go and get your girl. And he did. Yeah. And he's happily married and he has little kiddos, all stalker.
All his life.
Yeah, and he went to this school and he works here.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so that's like the one that got away, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I could relate to you in that sense that I had a relationship where I know that this guy had very strong feelings towards me. Y nomás creo que anduve con él por un mes. Ustedes lo llegaron a conocer, lo quisieron mucho, pero yo no pude regresarle ese cariño que él me daba.
I'm like, I'm thinking of two, but I think it's the second one.
Yeah. Well, whoever you're thinking, I think that's the one. Y I had to kind of just end it porque por más que yo intentaba darle ese cariño, yo no pude. Y ese muchacho es muy lindo. O sea, ustedes lo quisieron por su personalidad bastante, pero suele suceder que a veces
cuando acontece lo sucedido.
No puedes querer a esa persona. Pero sí, I know what you mean on that aspect.
Okay, so the 3 meeting theory. Now moving on. So the first meeting, it's It's a popular romantic and spiritual concept suggesting you meet a significant soul 3 times, but never in the same way. It proposes that destiny brings people together only when they are ready to stay, with each encounter serving a purpose to foster personal growth.
Damn.
You look like you're blank. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I'm kind of confused. That was the first one?
No. That's just explaining the
theory. Sí. Okay.
So first meeting. An incidental, often forgettable encounter, usually when you're in a phase of self-discovery and the other person means nothing to you yet. So it's just somebody you met and you're like, hey, what's up? They're not really important in your life.
Right.
Second, but this is the same person. You just meet them 3 different times. The second meeting is a spark occurs, a familiarity is felt, but the timing is wrong. Or one or both people are not ready for a deep connection, leading them to part ways.
That's interesting.
And the third meeting, so let's think about it a little broader. Like it's not the same person, but it's like the same spirit, you could say, of a person, idea,
Okay.
So third meeting, when the dust has settled, the individuals have grown, and timing finally aligns, this meeting allows a connection to be realized and to last. Okay. So, does that resonate with you at all?
No.
Are you thinking of somebody?
I couldn't. I was going through memory lane. Pero no.
So life brings 3 key people. They're different people, maybe, I guess. One who shows you love, one who reveals loss, and one who teaches you how to last.
Dang.
I think I'm going to just go with the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, go for it.
So me and my relationships, like I had mentioned in the other one, I'm very intentional or involucrada in my relationships. And I feel like I've always been that. So I had a relationship when I was younger with that group of girls. It was 3 other girls, so it was 4 of us. And one of them, I just really clicked with her. She was like my BFF forever,
Okay.
And we would laugh a lot and it was just fun. And we would laugh about nothing, literally, and everything. It was ridiculous. We'd spend the night and we'd be up till 2 a.m. That BFF, the girl, what you envision.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up, she was the reason why I stopped calling people my best friends, because I felt like it was a curse, because then we were like this, and then we don't even know each other, and that hurt.
Of course.
And then I think I guess mine's everything about me is a little mixed. And then my second one, I want to say it was you.
Aww.
Because I was like that with you too.
Mm-hmm.
We were like very close and very we just clicked.
Everything together.
Right when we met, we just clicked. I didn't even know you, and I met you at Lalo's graduation, my in-laws graduation.
Y esa misma noche.
And the night I spent the night.
Esa misma noche te quedaste en mi casa.
I didn't know you.
Sin conocernos.
Yeah. So I feel like I had other little relationships that reminded me of that first one of like being funny, like Nailea, shout out if she's watching. She did that, and then this other girl, Gabby. She was funny, and when we had when we started our relationship, it was just like funny and different, but it wasn't long. It was little snippets, and with you it was longer, so that was like, oh wait, and I was scared to like call you my BFF because I was gonna curse it. And then we ended up breaking up, and then I had somebody else that kind of, see, God is good, he always supplements, and then he gave me somebody else during our breakup that I needed her there. She was very important in my life, and
she needed you.
And she was very important in my life. And then we just kind of fell out of our friendship. Our friendship just kind of dissolved. And that was heartbreaking. That was hard.
It was.
But I think because I already had those friendship breakups, it wasn't as hard.
Gotcha.
And then now I think me and you came back around. So the third is that it teaches you how to last. I think we know what to do to make our friendship last forever.
And what to avoid.
Or, hey, I don't like this. Or I don't like that. Because I think that's important in a relationship, but I think we forget. So, yeah, I think that's been like the little cycle journey of like different people. Because I always say this, all my friends are introverts. How? I'm an extrovert. You're my only extroverted friend. And I always need at least one. You know, everybody's introverted, and I'm like, how does an extrovert go and have like all introverted friends? That doesn't make sense. Like, you know,
pero se atraen.
For some reason. And then I always have to have that one extroverted, and there's always one that God lends me throughout my life. And then you've been one that like goes and comes, and then but I feel like you're my forever.
Aww.
So yeah, what about you? No, nothing? It's okay if it doesn't.
Well, same with you, como lo explicaste, pero así que dijéramos like a sentimental relationship, no.
No. I think it's just like, sorry if that was close. I think it's just like it says, like 3 different people or situation things like that just kind of teach you that.
Meetings. Yeah, I would agree. I think you're the 3 meetings, porque como tú dijiste, como nos conocimos. I can't be all 3, baby. Well, I think I experienced all 3
or
with
the third one, you mean? Like, let me read it.
Because
the third one is the one that like, let me see. First meeting, I guess. Sí, it's incidental. We weren't trying to be friends.
Siento que nuestra relación tienen un poquito de first,
it was like a 3-on-1. Because when we met, it was like weird, like nada que ver. I don't know you.
Yo no
We're
te
different
conocía,
cities.
Para nada.
No. And then we just met, we clicked. It was
right
just familiar.
Away. Right away.
I guess that's true. I'm the love of your life.
Yeah, you
Darn
are. It. That's why I can't do it with anybody else.
Well, I think that's it. That's a good way to end it. The 3 love theories, the 3 meeting theory, and the one that got away. Please share, comment down below how that's happened to you. And I know we know most of you, so that'll be fun to get to know each other a little bit more.
Right.
And as always, comment, subscribe. Please comment down there.
And let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts about our conversations that we're having, and maybe something else that you want, like
whatever you're thinking, just comment it down. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time today to be with us and hanging out with us.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys in our next episode. And don't forget, let's leave together.